is we made a decision to turn our will and our life over to the care of God as we understand God or understand it. So in the big book actually says, what do we mean by that? Just what do we do? It gives real specifics, and it says that the first requirement is that we be convinced that any life run on self-will will hardly be a success. And it says on that basis of self-will, we're almost always in collision with something or somebody, even though our motives are good. And they use a metaphor of a person who's like an actor who wants to run the whole show, is forever trying to arrange the lights, the ballet, the scenery, the rest of the players in his own way. If everybody would work with him, the show would be great. And so how many of us really have this idea that I have a plan for the world, I want traffic to be the way I want it, I want to wake up in perfect health, I want my breakfast the way I want it, I want my children and my spouse to be how I want them. It's almost like I have a script and I want everybody to work with me, and if they don't, if everything's fine, kind of. Like any drug, it feels good temporarily, but sooner or later people are going to want to do their own life. In fact, I may be living people who have their plan for my life, and it doesn't work so well. Step 3 is to turn that plan over to God, to turn my willpower, what I want, my life over to God. And it's a very simple step, but hard to do. It's easy to surrender things that are painful and we know it's not good for us. But what about things that are good for us, that we really believe, I really need this, I really need this, and don't take it away? What about loved ones that pass away? What about a health that gets taken away because we end up with some health crisis? What about things beyond our control? It says in this section of the AA book that we are a victim of the delusion that we can wrest satisfaction, happiness out of this world if we only manage well. That's kind of an American dream idea, that if you work hard, you can wrest happiness out of this world. Now, what's funny is I used to just translate or paraphrase it into get happiness, but the word rest, W-R-E-S-T, really means wrestle. And the life of an addict is that they are really wrestling with life, that they are wanting what they want. It says that we're self-willed, run riot, and usually we don't think so. And it says we can be kind, we be modest, self-sacrificing, but we can also be mean, egotistical, selfish, and dishonest. And most of us have both these traits. And still, the play does not suit us. Admitting I'm somewhat at fault, people are I'm sure that other people are more to blame. So my tendency is to try to change them by kindness, or even just trying to guilt them or manipulate them. Step 3 is taking my hands off the situation. The word manipulate comes from manus, means to handle, hands off. You've heard of the phrase white knuckling it, trying to white knuckle it. That's me holding on to everything. Letting go is step 3. So if there was a visual for step 3, it would be this, giving it all up.